The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
As we know, kids are going absolutely crazy for something in particular.
The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We want Prime! We want Prime!
Oh, they want Prime, all right. Karen Up Shopping Centre was inundated with children. As soon as the Woolworths had their roller door open, they were in like Flynn. You can hear the squeaking of many sneakers here.
The Coleman basketball season is going up and down.
They're all getting in there, and they are looking at this drink not just as a drink, but also as something to collect and swap, like they would with Pokemon cards.
It's now
which
got
is
currency.
strange.
That's right.
So people are going, have you got the whole set? No, I need this one, I need that one. It's unbelievable. So one kid approached an adult who was in there looking for one for his son and said, are you looking for Prime for your son? $20, I have one.
That's brilliant.
They're about
already
$5 to buy normally, and the currency of these is upped already. So people are doing what they do normally in these situations, and that is going in there and they're buying as much as they can, and then they're reselling them in the playground.
Yes.
But they're going like absolutely mental to their parents too if they can't get any.
This is my house yesterday.
Yeah, I'm just going to say when Logan Paul was here for the UFC and they cancelled that appearance at Woolworths in Midland, you can see why. Because the frenzy just when he's not there, imagine what it would have been like if he was there.
Yeah, now until that happened, I was like, really? They're going to... Why have the cops locked that down?
Are they getting a bit overexcited?
I totally get it. My kids were talking about the Prime drink then, and then just yesterday, by chance, when I said I was going up to Coles, and they said, oh, great, make sure you go down and see if you can get us some Prime. And I'm like, what? No, really. And then that was my son, Ollie. And then Sonny came in out of nowhere and she's like, and she's explaining to me what it's all about, Dad.
So it's the power of marketing, basically. So that, they don't care about sports drinks. Like they're not, it's not a performance issue for these children. So it's about being seen to be cool, basically.
100%, Natalie.
100% nailed it.
I do get, say, the fidget spinner. Even though I never would have bought one, I get why kids were like, oh, let's get a fidget spinner. And then, like, when Pokemon was happening, or Pokemon Go, and kids were out in the streets and stuff, I can't wrap my mind around it, just this beverage.
A drink.
A drink. I can't wrap my brain around it.
But I guess it's kind of...
Is that an age thing, or is it...
Well, yeah, like, people... a style of clothing that people must have this shirt or must have that
But
thing.
it's just being seen to have the thing that everybody else has because it's deemed as cool for this week.
Yeah.
So they're putting down their Frank Green water bottles and they're picking up Prime.
God, what happened with that?
I know,
phenomenon?
right?
Frank Green water bottles.
And it's a
I don't
trend.
think these young boys ever went down the Frank Green water bottle.
The girls most definitely did.
Yeah. I know a guy the girls did, but I don't think those two audiences cross over particularly. Let's talk about this. Has Prime crept into your life, and are you sick of hearing about it? What are your kids demanding that you get them? Has your kids opened up their little Prime business on the side? Do they have any?
Upselling.
Yeah. Prime in your household. Give us a call, 13 24
You happy about it or not?
We know that if there's Prime in your household, you, as the adult, probably want to get out of the household. So how's this? Kevin Hart is bringing his reality check tour to RAC Arena this Wednesday.
Yeah, it's tomorrow night.
Yeah, 29th of March. We're going to give someone tickets right now.
Cool. How good's that?
Yeah, you can get your tickets from livenation.com.au, but there is a double going to be given to somebody so they can get out of their house.
All right, parents, I know you're sick of talking about it probably already, but is Prime dominating your life because your kids are so into it? Hit us up.
Cassie's in Belldivers. Cassie, has Prime entered your life?
The Prime has taken over my life. I'm currently on the way to Woolworths with my son to see if it's dropped again.
Oh, really, Cassie? How often have you been checking? Because I've been up the shops and it's just gone straight away.
Yeah. So we checked yesterday and it was gone. There was about 100 kids at the Woolworths store I was at 8 a.m. looking for it. And I said to them, sorry, boys, it's all gone. Yesterday, Mandra had some.
Mandra?
So
you're not going to drive to Mandra with them, are you?
Cassie?
No, my son has asked me. I said no.
Cassie, so is your son with you right now?
He's in the car with me, yes.
Right, okay. So I just want to know a couple of things. What is he going to do once he gets the bottles? Is he going to drink them?
Okay, so Sunday, a friend of ours actually got her hands on some Prime, and we actually tried the ice pop flavour.
Yes.
So we have all tried it. Kids loved it. I thought it tasted like medicine, didn't like it.
Okay.
He took the empty bottle to was raining yesterday. Filled it up with drink. Kids went crazy thinking that he actually had a real bottle of Prime.
Oh, my God. It is a beverage. I just think it's so funny.
What a status. You've got a bottle of Prime.
How much does he talk about it, Cassie?
All the time, constantly, every moment. I picked him up from school. He was constantly talking about there was a kid at his school trying to sell one for $10 yesterday. Didn't happen. He didn't make a sale. But yeah, this is all we talk about is Prime, and have done for months.
Oh.
So
it's been months.
In theory, they're not wanting the drink; they're just wanting the bottles. So then,
That's right.
so you just need to be up.
Get down to containers for change.
But no one's going. But none of these kids are going to be throwing away the bottle
they're gonna
because it's
give
just
them
the
up.
bottle they need. So in theory, Logan Paul
Yes, has sold a
could
bottle.
literally just sell an empty bottle,
Yes.
Yes.
reduce the price of what he's doing, and sell it for the same price, and these kids will buy it just for the empty bottle. This is
Ball
unbelievable.
in my hand.
Cassie-
I've got an empty ball in my hand full of water.
Oh,
How many are you going to get,
genius.
Cassie, if you get your hands on them? How many will you grab today?
I think there's a limit of 4 per person, so there's 2 of us, so hopefully we'll get 8. But I'm pulling up to the
There's a
shops now. They
limit.
open in,
There's a
6
limit.
minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, I think some shops have put a limit on for 5 because there are 5 flavours.
Yeah,
So
right.
you
So
get
one
each
of each,
flavour.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck, Cassie.
Good luck, Cassie.
Thank you.
We wish you all the best. Olivia's in Cardinia. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Liv.
It's Prime dominating your life too, Liv.
Totally. My 12-year-old son, Brody, he just won't stop talking about it. And I've got quite a funny story. 2 days ago, I was just so over it, and I said, just buy it, because I didn't know that it was coming on in Woolworths.
Yes.
And so we spent $60 on 2 bottles of Prime through eBay.
Oh.
And
Yes.
then we went around to his mate's house, and he had $100 worth of Prime from Woolworths in his bedroom.
No.
Like a
I
pallet,
was
yeah.
absolutely gutted, but he is getting the grape flavour and a different other flavour that's not available in Woolworths. So
Oh, okay,
he's
so
pretty
this is like a
happy.
limited edition here in
Yeah, he's-
Australia because you got it on eBay.
Yeah.
$30 a bottle
Yeah.
each.
So,
Yeah, but that was postage as well.
Oh, yeah.
But another thing was like you were just talking about swapping the flavour, just
Yeah.
using the bottle and putting cordial in it.
Yes.
It doesn't work. Everyone knows that it tastes like medicine, and it wouldn't
Unless it
work.
tastes like medicine, they don't believe you.
Yes,
Yeah,
but if you
right.
don't share it with
Oh,
anyone.
yeah, because it's just about
Just to
the
be
image of
seen with
having it.
Yeah.
So when you're drinking it and you've got a
Yeah.
fakie in there, you
Yeah.
just got to pull the right face.
Yeah, I'm
medicine
drinking
face.
medicine face.
So imagine now if he ends up selling. So say your Yeti or your
Yes.
Frank Green. Imagine if they make one
Yes.
for Prime. They could sell that for $300
Yeah.
for a bottle, and these kids would want it.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my God, this guy's
Why
a
don't you get on
genius.
I know,
What do
isn't
you do?
he?
He's a genius.
Thank you, Olivia. Marlene's in Jundana. Hello.
Hi, Marlene.
Good morning.
Marlene, we were talking about younger Marlene's the other day.
How's Prime ruling your life, Marlene?
Well, it all started when those YouTubers came here when the
Yes.
UFC was on, and I had to drop my kids off because they wanted a bottle because apparently it was all going to happen. Well, they stood there for hours and missed out, of course. But ever since then, since it's come out in every Woolworths, I've been to about 8 different Woolworths.
Yeah.
And he actually got his hands on the 5 different flavours on Sunday.
Oh, did he? The whole set.
The whole set.
Oof.
So, and that was the limit. So we all tasted it. I think it's disgustingly sweet, and there's lots of ice and water, or probably a drop of vodka.
We hear
Great
you,
serving
Marlene.
suggestion for the kids
Yes.
there. Yeah.
And then yesterday he sent my husband out on a mission and got another 20 bottles. I had a knock at my door last night.
Yeah.
And there was a dad there with his son. My son has set them up on Marketplace.
Oh, your son's selling that.
What is he unloading them for, Marlene?
$8.
Oh,
that's
value.
actually...
he's
he
not
should-
really cashing in then.
No, he should be going... They should
Yeah.
be marked up a
Bigger
lot higher
markup.
than...
And he took another 100 dozen to school today, so on sale to
Oh, the kids at school.
Can I just say, I mean, look, I'm not one into price gouging, but why not? Because, I mean, if there's idiots going to buy it anyway, $20 minimum is what he should be selling them for.
And we've heard of others selling it for that. So
$20 minimum.
selling $8 is too cheap.
What about
factor in labour.
What about driving a child to another person's house because you've bought Prime off Marketplace?
Can you imagine what you've had to put up with to get you in the car to do that?
Yeah,
exactly.
Going away there, me driving over to buy a bottle of cordial
is the better option.
Is better than what's happening here right now. I need to make what's happening here right now stop.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Good
Sounds
time to be a
great
parent,
being
isn't it?
parent. It really does.
All of a sudden, my troublesome dog doesn't seem so bad.
No, and you know what? We could have taken another 100 calls.
Yeah, I know. The phone's melted down. Thank you, Marlene.
All right, we got Kevin Hart. Tickets, by the way, is bringing his reality check tour to RAC Arena. It's this Wednesday, 29th of March.
Tomorrow,
tickets
you might say.
At livenation.com.au. Going to go to Olivia, actually, because you spent $60.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 days before it was available in Woolworths here. Bummer.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
The 100 with Andy Lee is back tonight, 7:30.
Yep.
And we caught up with him earlier.
Yeah. Now, it was before the show.
Yes.
And look, I'm just going to be honest. Sean and I were having an argument.
You're going to hear a bit of that. All right, let's go to the videotape.
You mouthing off at Melville Mazza telling everyone you won that race.
No, you're telling everyone.
They said to me, they brought it up.
The biggest liar.
Firstly,
That is the
why would
biggest
you believe anything those people have to say, Sean?
Sorry, there's a bit of an argument
that is
going on.
Sorry.
Andy, good morning.
Hello, Andy.
Sometimes you get put through, or often you get put through radio stations and they're live. And then when I go through, I'm like, I wonder if they're on air. And then I hear, you're a liar. You're not on air.
Well, let me be honest, right? So, Sean, right? So, we get our cars from a place called Melville Mazda, right? So, anyway, and I was there the other day getting it serviced, and the guys there brought up, do you think the stadium kart racing at Optus is great? And I said, yeah, we had such a good time. And they said, Sean will not stop going on about how he won.
Shit, mate.
That's what they I swear.
When I went in there,
I
they
swear.
said, the first thing they
Why
said...
would I bring it up?
Andy, when I went in there...
The thing is, Sean didn't win, but he's not accepting
I had
it.
to show them the
I was the
video.
best. I was the best. I didn't do the fastest lap, but I won, Andy. Like, we did like 100
the
laps.
competition was the fastest lap, so therefore...
No, that's what the board said, Natalie.
Yeah, well, that's the competition.
I'm not going to let this go.
Anyway, any chance of interviewing Andy Lee?
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hello, Steve. How are you?
Yeah, we're wonderful.
Going well,
mate,
Andy.
put that on the 100, please. Yeah. Read a recent article about you again, about how you won't get engaged to your missus.
Yeah.
God, how many do they pump out a week, hey?
They love that narrative.
Well, I like how you say I won't get engaged to her. It's like she's asked me every morning for the last year and a half.
You're like,
but I've
not
said
today.
He's a monster, Australia says.
No, all in good time. All in good time. You can't rush these things. You cannot rush these things.
How long have you been together? Isn't it like 12 years or something?
About 8 years.
8 years, and 13 years is a sweet spot.
I've been told, it's around the 13-year mark where you really know. I might even go earlier than that. Be a bit risky.
Hey, Andy, I had 3 kids before I got married, so there's no dramas
you're also
there,
full of regret.
You know my soul.
You're also full of regret.
Hey, Andy, you're out there playing golf all the time, right? Have you got a simulator in your house? Because I know there's some guys around my area that now have... Someone's bought a simulator.
I do.
And it's their Wednesday night.
I think you did.
All the toys, eh?
It's my pride and joy. I'm not into cars or fancy things, and I never buy clothes myself, and Beck gets upset about that. But all my money goes into golfing exploits. But yes, I do have a sim that Hamish and I broadcast during lockdown because the studios were all closed, and because it's got carpet on the walls, it was the quietest place to do the podcast.
Oh, so you're tax deducting it then?
Oh, that's a great idea.
That's a great idea, actually. Effectively.
That is brilliant. Do you actually feel like... I've not seen the one that I... do you actually feel like you're right there, playing at whatever course around the world?
You just feel like you're plugging balls into the cinema screen, don't you?
No, I mean, they're pretty amazing these days. Sounds like an advertorial for golf sims. But What they should have included in them, and I think this should be mandatory, is a visible clock, like in casinos, because the amount of times my brother and I have gone to play and it's a dark room and then looked at the clock and it's like 2 a.m. on a school night, we're like, Jesus, we got to get out of here. So that's something that I'd make sure that they put in all of them.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but do the skills that you acquire in the simulation translate to the course, Andy?
Very much so.
Oh, really?
Very much so. And then the other thing is, like, if you are trying to, I mean, this is boring golf talk, but I'm loving it. But if you're trying to, like, work on something specific in a golf swing, often your coach will give you a really stupid drill that makes you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
And go to a driving range around, hundreds of people and sit there and, hold a ball underneath your elbow while you try and swing this way and stand awkwardly. Can be hard and embarrassing, where you can go down and practice it by yourself in the cover of darkness is much better.
Yeah, and what's your handicap these days?
6.
Oh,
not bad.
Good,
I don't know
actually.
What that means.
No,
That's
is
really
pretty
good. Yeah,
yeah, you're not embarrassing yourself. Good job.
So the golf course gives Andy 6 shots.
Yeah.
6 shots till he gets it in the hole.
He doesn't know what that means either, Sean.
Okay, no, that's too. It doesn't take
That's
too long.
right, then he takes
6 is pretty good.
6 from the tee to get it in the hole.
No.
So there's the course has a number associated to it, like 72.
We can't try and explain this. I mean, I mentioned you can smoke 100. People are tuning out as we go.
What are you talking about?
I can assure you the 100 has no golf chat.
No.
Are you asking the 100 who knows how the handicap system works?
60% of this show is Sean explaining sport to me.
What is on the 100 tonight, Andy? Things you want to talk about?
I know, it's crazy.
Well, it's the season finale. We're on at 7:30 instead of the later time. 7:30 tonight, and Sophie Monk's on, Luke McGregor, and Couples Court's back. For those that are missed math,
Oh, yeah.
we have couples that come on. They explain the argument they're having in their relationship,
Binding
and the 100 people
decisions too.
decide who's in the right, which I love. This is an interesting one tonight because there's a guy called Fonz. He goes out with Stacey. Fonz snores, and he has to go to the spare room.
Yes.
He maintains that Stacey should go to the spare room because she's the one that has a problem with the snoring.
Oh, geez, that's going to be a tough argument to land.
But he also puts forward, she wakes up, he doesn't. So why bother waking him up as well to move?
You're right. I'm on his side. I'm on the Fonz's side.
I get it.
But he's the
then again,
was the perpetrator.
But then again, I'd also have to look at the genesis of the relationship. Were you a snorer when you know what I mean? Like, did she sign up for that, or did it happen during their relationship? You know,
good question.
But you never. Oh, that's interesting. Do you reckon someone's left someone because of their snoring?
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah.
I'm going to add that to the 100.
Well, tonight's episode just sounds wonderful, Natalie. I'll be there. You be there?
Of course, I would. I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Or you'd be out winning a race.
I'll be playing golf in my simulator. Getting my short game on to take
We
on
love
Andy.
your work, Andy. Thank you.
And you were wrong, by the way. Just Andy, Nathan is wrong. He's
not
talking
wrong.
up a game.
He's not wrong. Maybe we need to take these two onto couples court to sort out their differences.
I reckon.
We need Judge Judy.
Thanks, buddy.
Love your work. Thanks, Andy.
Good on you.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Oh, I don't think there's a morning we don't see Sean on the Google putting one thing into the search bar.
We have to spell it out for him, though. He thought there was a W in there, which is weird.
Spelling's not my thing. Let's be
The
honest.
only thing keeping him and Megan together, he can't spell it.
But you know what? Not something that Natalie and I have to face because we don't have relationships.
No, that's right.
Cup half full, that is. Cup half full.
It's amazing when you don't have to calculate how much you get when you split up.
It's amazing, Sean.
Yeah,
It
it's
is, because
nice,
all
isn't
my
it?
pile of money stays as my pile of money.
Oh, I always know that half of nothing's nothing, so that's always a win.
Oh, well, how are you going to buy that boat at the end of the year with nothing? It's interesting, isn't it?
Bank.
Let's get stuck into your finances tomorrow. But today we're going to talk about Reese Witherspoon and her husband of 12 years, Jim Toth, the Toffinator, as some people say.
It was just under, wasn't it, like 3 days shy of their
3
12th
days shy.
anniversary?
She couldn't even make it to the 12 years. She had to break up 3 days.
I guess she was like, it would be disingenuous to celebrate an anniversary when we're splitting up.
But I think it's a great way of splitting up, like 12 years exact.
Because it marks the
That's
moment.
all.
Yeah, I think
you know
so.
what I mean?
You don't forget that date.
Yeah. So
You can't remember your wedding anniversary, but you reckon you'd remember that?
he's been co-parenting her 2 children with Ryan Philippines. They've got their own son called Tennessee, who's 12 years old, I think. Anyway, and a source don't know whether it's tomato or barbecue, but
Okay.
has come out and said that the reason for the split is actually because of Jim Toth's changing behaviour. They've said Jim just isn't the guy Reese married and had a son with anymore. His personality, his attitude, and his whole take on life really changed when he got out of the agency, because he used to be a talent agent.
Yes.
Right.
And decided he was tired of that stuffy world and being in the service business in general. Call it a midlife crisis if that's what you want, but that's when the tattoos, the chunky weird jewellery, and the dressing like somebody half his age really took hold.
Wow, this source has a lot to
Dressing
say.
like someone half their age, that doesn't sound like a male thing.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about? Are you
a
serious?
man's midlife crisis? Are you joking?
People always say, "Oh, she's dressing." It's the.
Oh,
I always
you're
think that.
saying the mutton dressed up as lamb concept?
Well, not necessarily. It's
Very-
always like, an older lady dressing, like a 18-year-old.
No,
Ali, get over here,
I think there
Ali.
are definitely midlife crisis men that dress younger.
Oh, straight out.
Because they're trying to relive their youth. Or,
I mean,
or,
it's
you know,
literally what
drag
kept
it
Ed
out.
Hardy afloat for
Yes.
many years. Like, how many
it's true.
foiled skull T-shirts can you buy?
exactly. Yeah.
And usually, I mean, the cliches are the diamond earring.
Yes.
Suddenly you get, and the other cliche is the red sports car.
Yes, and the guys that get
That's
around
a
in
cliche,
leather
yeah.
pants.
Yes, leather pants.
Who does? I wanna
You
get-
see them, Sean.
Yeah.
It feels like sweaty.
Or
doesn't it?
another thing is people's hair.
Isn't it, Sean?
You want to. Go on, Natalie.
Well, remember, Sean, when you went through that phase of growing your hair long and...
I wasn't growing my hair, mate. I live with a hairdresser. Getting a haircut of my wife
How
is the
long-
most
but-
unbelievable, painstaking thing in our household ever.
But we did have a word to you. We said, Sean, because I love your hair, you know that. I think you got the most amazing head of hair. But I said to you, you look like Nick Nolte when he was arrested.
Yeah, and that's not good. But, I mean, I know that you do have a hairdresser in your household, but also there are many available barbers.
I'm not paying for a haircut if my wife worked at Morris Mead for 12
So you would
years.
rather look in the mirror and see your long flowing locks than actually...
I think.
No,
I think.
my wife is a hairdresser
I think when he
to
looked in
cut
the
my
mirror,
hair.
he saw a young Patrick Swayze from Point Break, and what he should have seen was Nick Nolte being handcuffed.
No way, mate. Can I just want
Ellie,
to
But
say...
we're not saying.
Let's get Ellie. Let's get
Ellie,
Ellie's
Ellie, get
opinion.
over here.
Patrick
Ellie.
Swayze
Oh, you're
or
on the
Nick
radio.
Nolte?
Remember when Sean grew his hair long?
I wasn't growing it. I didn't have a haircut.
Well, that's growing your hair, mate.
Go.
I do remember there was a stage where it was quite,
It was longer.
Can I see Nick Nolte getting arrested? I don't know.
Here we go. We will put it up on social media. We'll find a photo of Sean when he had long hair.
not.
That is exactly was
Can't
you.
do that.
That was you.
I am not saying that doesn't look like me at times, but you're not putting a photo up of it.
I think we have
A little
to.
side-by-side
No,
hurdle
don't
right
you
there.
reckon? Ellie, that's like you're in the newsroom with that guy for ages.
It's uncanny.
Righto. Give us Patrick Swayze. How bad does he look? Well, hopefully a little bit of
We
that.
want to know about midlife crises, right? Have you experienced one, right? So, and usually, I do always think it's a guy.
No, I always think the
girls have them
opposite.
too.
Yeah, I know, but for
Yeah.
me,
I actually
suddenly,
think the
I think
opposite.
maybe it's the man's look sadder. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Have you
Is
experienced
that
one?
just because of what's in front of you?
I actually agree with that, Nathan.
Yeah,
I think the men.
Yeah.
Women just wear a midlife crisis better.
Yeah, that's what Sean. That's what
it's
Sean
never
thought
seen
he
like
looked.
that.
That's what Sean thought he
looked
saw.
like.
That's not Sean. So we got the point blank Patrick Swayze. That's what Sean thought he
No,
was
I'm
saying.
not putting my
but to the
money
left
to
is what
that.
Sean was actually happening. We're going to get this on social media.
no, you're not.
We have to.
No, you can't.
For the people.
Sam's already
You
onto
just
it.
made you'll think about it.
For the
That's not
people,
fair.
Sean. For
Sam,
the
is
people.
it going up? Yeah, it's going up.
Sam,
Okay.
is it?
Yeah, Sam. So that's what Sean thought he looked like on the right, and that's what Sean looked like on the left.
Why are you laughing?
Look, we want to know. Perhaps it wasn't you. Maybe you're not aware of it like Sean, but maybe it was somebody in your life who clearly was going through a bit of a midlife crisis.
Have you been accused of having a midlife crisis because of one of your choices, and you want to stand by it like Sean and say there was no other hairdressers in the world except for my wife? 13, 24, 10. Oh, my God. I was knowing just
Sean's sitting there with his arms crossed, really
I'm
grumpy
not
now.
accepting this at all.
We're going to give somebody. Oh, this is amazing. And Patrick Swayze would have loved it in Albany. An Albany staycation worth over $1,200.
Well, you can surf down there.
You can escape the ordinary and head to Taste Great Southern Festival this May. Tickets at tastegreatsouthern.com.au. You get accommodation, you get tickets to a couple of amazing things.
Some petrol money.
$50 cash. It's amazing.
It's got everything.
All right, 13 24 10. How did the midlife crisis manifest? Whether it was yours or someone else's, we would love to know.
Right, Sean,
and if they're thoroughly in denial about it, then
You've come out the other side, though.
But am I more Patrick Swayze or no?
Right now, no, you've...
I've come out the other side.
Hello, Colin.
Hello, guys. How you going?
Good, Colin. Who is having the midlife crisis, Colin?
No, I'm not, but there are severe accusations out there.
Okay, let's hear it, Colin. Let's hear it.
Go, Cole.
Denial. No, we had to buy a second car. We were a one-car family. I'm 52 and my wife's 34.
Yep.
So her choice was, prominent in what we were going to do for the car. So we bought a Mini Cooper S 2005 convertible, blue. Yeah. And occasionally my wife uses my car for things like picking up groceries and everything like that. But every time I have to drive her car to work, my workmates are all looking at me like I'm having a midlife crisis.
Let's dissect this. A midlife crisis, so a man in a Mini Cooper. Do you think that translates to a midlife
Well, it's a convertible.
It's convertible.
Oh, it's a convertible.
Maybe that's it. It's the convertible part that gets
it's
everybody.
The roof off.
Look, the gold necklace and the blonde hair don't help.
Great self-awareness.
And they're always talking about the TikTok.
Good work, Colin. Thank you. Tracy's in Clarkson. Hello.
Oh, good morning. How are you guys?
Hey, Trace.
Can you relate to Reese Witherspoon? Can you, Trace?
Well, it was my ex-husband had a midlife crisis. At the age of 40, the house wasn't good enough, so we got a bigger, better house.
Yeah.
Car wasn't good enough, got a bigger car, better car. That still wasn't good enough. We went on an overseas European vacation. Wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Come home from overseas and he went, hang on a minute. You're the one that's not good enough. I don't love you anymore.
Oh! Wish you would have got there sooner because he spent a fortune on all the other stuff.
But then again,
I could have got more money.
At least you got a nice holiday beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay, there's
did
a
you
positive.
get so once everything was divvied up, did you come out all right on top?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's
But money's not everything.
No,
No,
that's
that's
true.
true.
No, it
that's
isn't
true.
everything.
Trace, did he trade you in for a younger model or anything like that?
Just slightly, yeah.
Oh, was it a convertible?
Yeah, top off for sure, Sean.
Sean.
The top was off.
Yeah, knew it.
Thanks, Tracy. John's in Pearsall. Hello.
How you going?
Hey, John.
John, are you going through a midlife crisis, do you think?
No, not John.
Yeah, I'm going through a painful midlife crisis.
Oh, tell us, John.
Talk us through it.
I've got a hairy chest and a hairy back. And I started shaving just a little bit, and then eventually I did the whole front, got my kids to shave the back.
Got your
And
kids
the
to shave the back.
Yeah.
With the whippersnapper.
Those kids have stories to tell about the day they had to sit down and shave down
I
Dad.
told them not to say nothing when they go to
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
silent.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I started the shaving. Then that was really itchy, and I thought, what's a better way to do it so I don't have to shave all the time? Then I went waxing. I went once to waxing.
Yeah.
That was pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then everyone's like, oh, you got to go laser. Laser's the best way.
Yes.
I went, okay. So I went in. I paid for a year for laser because it's $100 a month.
That's like putting a down payment on the Death Star.
Yes,
Sean.
it is.
That's
Yeah.
a little laser.
I thought it was just one treatment and that's it.
No.
So I go in there and my God, it's like cooking eggs on the back. It was killing.
Really?
Yeah, because it's
So I still got another
constantly.
8. I got another 8 visits.
Oh, and
I cry. I cry on the way there and I cry on the way back.
Well, you're living a young man's game right now, John.
It's like I've had IPL on my face for skin rejuvenation, and it feels like you're being stuck. Like imagine somebody getting a lucky band and pulling it back and snapping it against you repeatedly, and obviously your back and your front is a much bigger surface area.
Well, I've started gym. So when I go to the gym outside and run with the guys, they're all running with big tattoos and muscles and everything, and I'm running with like a massive red mark on my back and front. And it's beautiful running because the wind cools that down. I'm just smiling as I'm running. They're smiling because they look good. I'm smiling because I'm in happy pain.
Hey, John, can I know what age are you at? That you're.
I'm 43, and I look like Godzilla, gorillas from the waist down.
So, John, in the short time that you've been doing it, has it been worth it? Do you think? Do you feel better when the pain goes?
I want my hair back.
Your hair back. John, do you have
it's warm in the winter?
Do you have a partner in your life?
I do have a partner.
What is she saying about the transformation?
She just avoids me at all costs.
How long you been together for, John?
15 years.
Yeah, I think it started about 10.
She married the hairy guy. Do you know what I mean?
The hairy guy. Well, he's still hairy from the waist down, apparently. You can imagine those centaurs that are like man on the top and a goat down the bottom.
Hairy legs. Thanks, John.
Great calls all around. Colin, Tracy, well done. John, you're going to walk away with this Albany staycation. It's worth over $1,200. Escape the ordinary and head to Taste Great Southern Festival this May. Tickets at tastegreatsouthern.com.au. It's got it all.
Hey, John, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
No worries, mate.
You. Good luck with the rest of the IPL.
Yeah, hail us a little rig down to Albany.
8 sessions to go.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.